from 2008, blockchain cannot be hacked. Have you ever heard of that word? It cannot be hacked. Reason is because the security of that block is not existing by itself. It's a whole centralized system of chain, whereby if you want to change this, you have to find what it's connected to and find what it's connected to. It's not a possibility.
John, let me get it. So as we talk about the system itself is the mother block, if one would say that.
Wonderful.
That means if any other information is keyed into the mother block, the ripple effect is the same as the original.
Is the same as the original mother block.
So that means for you to change these, you need to find 1 million plus blocks, and any information that you key in as well goes to other million
replicated
plus
to
blocks.
And that's where the security comes in. So, other than a centralized system where everything is stored on this computer. So if I can access this computer, I can change. But now in a blockchain system, nothing is stored on one.
Everything is stored everywhere.
Everything is decentral. Now do you understand the word?
Right.
Decentralized.
Okay. So it'd be good for us to take a look at how this works.
Okay.
To say that if, we were casting our votes in Kenya, and for the purposes of this discussion, I don't know who's going to be president, John and Dennis, I don't know. But you'll tell us how this works so we can have a look at it.
Right.
Because what we're talking about, and it's very interesting what you said, that, why do we have to wait for somebody else to have done it for us to see that it can work? We can actually be the pioneers, and that's the thing that we're all pushing for, especially for Africa, that we can be the pioneers of something and say, look, this thing works, solve problems for years to come. Let's have a look, see what it looks like.
So this is my friend Jesse. Jesse, please take a shortest time possible and let Kenyans know.
Okay, thank you. So I'm going to be doing a demonstration of the blockchain voting system. So what we have here is a video of the demonstration we actually did while we were presenting the system to the Electoral Commission, that is the IEBC, and other organizations on that day. So basically, the system is built to be able to facilitate each and every step of the election process, from election, from the registration process of both the candidates and also the registration of the voters. So we are going to I'm just going to play the video, and I'll just be running it a bit fast to be able to demonstrate the exact steps needed to be shown. So as you can see here, so I'm going to hit play. Now this is the home screen, and you can see we have we have a voter or observer panel, because part of the stakeholders in an electoral process involves people who are the observers and everything, to be able to ensure transparency.
Okay, so for the purposes of this voter electoral panel is the observers that you would find at a polling station, for example.
Yes.
All right.
Yes. All they do, the observers, is observe. So they don't have any control into the system. They cannot alter anything in the system. Theirs is just to observe.
They basically have no admin rights.
They don't have Thank you. They don't have admin rights. So as you can see, these are some of the features in the system. So you can see those are the candidates on the screen. We have the president, the governor, all positions are there. Now there's a tab here on the current screen. You can see there's check voter status. It means on your device, the one you'll be using at home or at the polling station. The beauty of this system is that though we're making it available on devices, it is also accessible at home.
So I can vote from home?
Yes, and you can also vote at the polling station, because not everybody has a device. So that doesn't mean they don't vote this way. They can come to the polling station.
It's a simple question, even as you go towards that. Then how would the system indicate that I voted from home and someone voted at the polling station?
Well, you see, what happens while voting is this: each device registers as though it's a polling station, right? So what happens is, once you vote at home, whether you vote at home or at the polling station, the effect is the same. The transaction rate's the same. It's like you send money here or you send money in the bank. It's still the same transaction. And also, once you vote, the system bans your identity. It means you cannot re-access the system again to vote again.
Okay.
I think you need to repeat that point.
Yeah, it's very important, actually.
Repeat that point.
Yeah.
Yes. So that's called in blockchain infrastructure, you can mint and burn. So at the point of registration of a voter, we mint a cryptographic token that is your identity. All right?
Like
Now,
your fingerprint in the system?
Yes.
Yeah.
All right.
And it has
we like to use those words because you know we're not as sharp as you.
Yeah.
So you might need to dumb it down a little bit for us so
Fingerprints.
that we can, okay.
That is your
A
ID.
fingerprint is your
Can
ID
change.
in the system.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
And so what happens, once you mint it, it has an expiry date. It means not that it will expire, it only expires after use. That's
Okay.
why it's only usable once. So the system registers that I have voted, and so it destroys that token.
It's like a
Meaning-
burner phone. I use it once and then it's
Yes,
gone.
and then it's gone. It's no longer valid on the system after voting. However, its effect, which is the vote, remains. Now that's the proof that you voted.
Okay.
Now we are talking about let me just maybe clarify.
Yeah.
It's a decentralized system. Unlike a centralized system, if I wanted to hack this building, I just find the central servers and I can access every database here. But with blockchain, it means the transactions are linked. The way he was saying, the loops, right? They are linked to each other. So it means if in blockchain, there is what is called computing power. You cannot just enter a system and manipulate it. You need to have approximately 51% of power that is required to maintain that system first.
Explain power.
So computing power is this.
Okay.
Let's talk about Bitcoin. Bitcoin is the oldest and the most popular blockchain network, and also the mother of the Bitcoin cryptocurrency.
All right.
So this is how Bitcoin works. For you to earn a Bitcoin, you can either buy it or own a server that maintains the network. And by you maintaining the network, meaning you're like a database. Transactions are stored with you. So there is a database you personally you keep, and as a reward of your participation in that, the system rewards you Bitcoin.
Coins.
Right? Now, there is the power you generate to keep it. All right? Actually, globally, Bitcoin, the network per year, uses more power than New Zealand as a country.
Oh, okay.
Get that picture? So you can see it is highly intensive in terms of power consumption because of the number of people who own Bitcoin servers or their Bitcoin miners. There are many, right? Now those are the different servers of Bitcoin. You see, they're decentralized. So I have a certain capacity, and that's what I maintain on the network. It's what I supply on the network.
Okay.
That's my computing power. So for you to be able to manipulate this entire ecosystem, you need to generate 51% of everybody's power. That's impossible.
Okay.
Globally.
You get?
So the power we're talking about is different individuals,
Yes.
different servers
Yes.
in the
Yes.
entire ecosystem.
Yes.
So for you to have controlling power, you need to have 52% of everyone's power. Okay.
So in fact, if you do research, you'll find even in Dubai, they have very big, they are called mining farms. In
Right.
Kenya, they are there. And you find people are finding ways to cool the systems because they consume a lot of power to mine Bitcoin. This process of mining is, once a transaction happens, what happens is this. Bitcoin gives you a very complex mathematical problem to solve. Now that's what generates a lot of power. Because your computer has to have what it takes to compute, to do that calculation, and once you're able to solve it, now you can confirm that transaction, and that's what creates a block. So you see how blocks are created. It is out of solving a complex problem to confirm a transaction. That's your reward.
Okay.
Now the power it takes to solve that mathematical problem is now the computing power I'm talking about.
Okay.
So in case you're even able to produce 51% of that power and hack, if it is possible, it is possible to trace it back to you.
Okay.
Because identities on blockchain systems are not anonymous. Anonymous means you can do anything and nobody will know it was you. What they are, they are pseudonymous. A pseudonym is simply like a nickname,
Yes.
right? So though you're not using your formal name on blockchain, the name you use can be linked to your actual identity. Yes.
So because of the fact that you had to generate so much power in order to perform a particular function,
Yes.
we're going to know it's you.
Yes.
Or we'll find you at some point.
In
All
fact,
right.
It individualizes you.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
In fact, you'll be generating a very huge heat signature. We will just find you. We'll know so much power is going somewhere. It's suspicious, so we'll just find you
All right.
through that footprint. So now this system is now an application of that whole framework, which was primarily built for financial purposes, but now we repurpose it to do a voting system because financial transactions we can now make them votes, right? So and secure them with the system. So this system has two dashboards. It's the dashboard for the admin and the observers, and the dashboard that the voter has. Whether you're at home or at the polling station, it's the same. So you can see in the video on the current tab, you can see you can check your voting status. You can view all the candidates who are in the system. So that's how it just flows. So this video is a demonstration video, and because of how the system works, we couldn't manage to set up a voting session for this morning because of some technicalities. But the system is live. We could have a little bit was needed, but we still have this demo here. You can see.
Yeah.
You can view your votes. One of the merits of this system is that after voting, you don't have a spoiled vote. It is impossible to have a spoiled vote.
Very important point.
What it means to have a spoiled vote is that person's vote, they just wasted their time. They went to the polling station at 3 a.m. and you see, we only told of spoiled votes, but we are not told whose vote got spoiled.
Yes.
So, what would it take to ensure that on this system, as you vote, that you've actually voted and your vote is authentic? You voted for, whomever to be senator of Nairobi, and that is clear that it happened. So, what precludes a spoiled vote then from occurring?
Because of the user interface, the way you see, there is how in M-Pesa you make sure you don't send money to the wrong account.
But we still do.
But you still do. But this system prompts you. It makes you confirm, are you actually voting for this person?
Just like the way M-Pesa would.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
But you see, it's difficult to miss yes or no. It's difficult. So that's part of the UI, UX of the platform. The user interface, user experience of the system. So to make sure, it is very difficult to have a spoiled vote. It is very difficult. So that, again, increases the credibility of the result at the end of the day.
Okay.
Yes.
Is it user-friendly across board? Because that's one of the issues, that somebody who needs to be assisted, sight-assisted, hearing assisted, all of these things assisted.
Yes.
Is it user-friendly in that manner, even because of age and things like that?
Yes.
And then, even as you do that, so the interface, is it user-friendly?
It is user-friendly, and it is also has a multilingual feature. Meaning it's not just available in English, it can be available in Kiswahili, in vernacular, for people who need that. It also has voice assistance. At IEBC, when we were doing this with them, we have a proprietary AI, artificial intelligence, that is capable of receiving commands and helping you interact.
Can we show you practically?
Yes.
Okay, please tell one of my guys to ask Kibaki to bring it here. We will show you a system that he's talking about, because that's very important in terms of how do we educate the public, either young or old people. Let's even assume you're not able to read.
Yes.
We built an AI system that you can literally talk your language. They say, hello, I would like to vote for so and so, in any language. They say, this person, yes. It continues.
Especially even the old people.
Whether you are 90 years, we have made a system that, and that's why I'm saying, I don't even know why the IEBC will ignore such a thing. But you wait and listen. We've made the whole system, it's here, and it took us a lot to compile this whole thing.
I'm still on that when you're talking to the system, because somebody else I can be in front of the thing saying that I want to vote for Dennis Aseto, and there's somebody else there, and Jerry is there, and she says no, he really wants to vote. How is it going to know that it's me? I'm telling you, all the situations through which something can be.
No. You are very right.
Yeah?
You are very right. Let me ask you a question. Let me some of the things. Please come on this side. Come on this side, and we want to just listen to her. So this is the thing. Let me ask you a question. You have the PIN for your M-Pesa, right?
Yes.
Is there a risk of someone else knowing your PIN?
Yes.
So the question I would like to ask you, some of the things we do, we need to separate people's participation from the reality of the matter. The same way you take care of your M-Pesa PIN.
Yes.
Same way you take care of your... There has to be a level of taking care that is personal to you.
Yes.
Right? So for example, you know very well you are going to vote. You want to vote for so-and-so and you want to speak to this particular person. In that assumption, and you are there, it's as simple as I would like, not we would. So you already know it's not a corporate issue. So some of the questions, even before we answer, the whole reality lays within that particular... You as a particular person, you need to take your own responsibility that we cannot actually be able to help you. We would like to show you this system so that you can really hear us speaking to this person. Please be continuing for a minute as we do. Are we ready? Okay, let's call. Make the call. Thank you so much. Again, we apologize. Maybe we are not very professional. Please bear with us.
We're trying to fight for the nation.
Hi there. I'm Omwami Wefwe from Azizi, Africa. I help you describe your business story so we can later pitch it fantastic, Kibaki.
Okay, good morning. How are you, Baggings?
Good morning, Kibaki. Niko sawa kabisa. Asante kwa kuuliza. Na wewe je? Uko aje leo?
I am doing well. Now, I wanted to find out, Baggings, what is the advantage of using blockchain as opposed to paper in terms of voting? Can you tell us?
Absolutely, Kibaki. Let me break it down simply. Blockchain in voting has some key advantages over paper. First, transparency. Every vote can be recorded on a secure, unchangeable digital ledger, making the process very tamper-proof. Second, security. Blockchain reduces risks of fraud or manipulation because once a vote is recorded...
Okay, thank you very much. I don't have time. Switch to Kiswahili. Habari yako?
Salama kabisa, Kibaki.
Sasa nilikuwa nataka kujua kama mimi ni mtu mzee sana na niko mahali ushago na nataka kuvote. Unaweza nisaidia kuvote?
Hilo jambo la kupiga kura kisheria nalo lina utaratibu wake rasmi. Na kwa sasa siwezi kusaidia moja kwa moja kwenye mchakato huo. Lakini naweza kukuelekeza kuhusu faida za mifumo ya kidijitali kama blockchain katika kupiga kura. Pia unaweza kuwasiliana na maafisa wa tume ya uchaguzi au viongozi wa eneo lako.
Okay, kwa sababu sina time, Baggings. Haya, hebu utaeleza nini wa Kenya kuhusu uchaguzi ambao unakuja? Unawaeleza wafanyaje?
Sawa, Kibaki. Wacha nieleze kwa ufupi. Uchaguzi unaokuja ni muhimu sana kwa Wakenya. Kwenye mfumo wa kisasa kama blockchain, kura zinahesabiwa kwa uwazi na hakuna nafasi ya udanganyifu.
This is a system you have built. It's literally talking to you. So whether you are 100 years, whether you are 90 years, you can speak any language to this system.
Yeah.
And you can tell this system, I want to vote for so and so. And the system helps you to vote. Now, let me ask you a question. Let me ask you a genuine question. You imagine what it has taken for us to build these particular platforms. This is already, and even before we are going to meet the IEBC, we knew what we are presenting to them. If they can give us an opportunity, and especially the members of parliament, because we are already done, you know, the IEBC does not have, they can't do much in that view. The whole matter has to be brought to the, to the House and for them to be able to pass it as a law. And as I've told you, Article 81 and Article 83 of the Constitution, they already have these things. I think even next time when we come, because I'm assuming we'll be having a bigger screen, we'll now bring the whole practicality of what you are saying here so that you see how simple it is. And number two, by the way, you can literally use your phone, we forgot to say that, to vote. You don't need to go to a voting station. Just like you can use your phone to send money now. I mean, whether it's internet, M-Pesa, you can use literally your phone here.
John, do you know why everyone is paying you 200 million shillings to get rid of this system? Because as we saw during the by-election, 600 million was spent, and it was spent on what? Voter bribery.
Voter bribery.
But this system clearly is telling Kenyans, stay at home and vote for that person. You don't need to sell your ID because your ID is in the system.
Exactly.
And perhaps this is the bigger conversation that Kenyans should be having in terms of, as we keep on clamoring and asking for credible, free, fair and just election, solution is here. it is cheaper, it is affordable, and available
Secure.
for everyone. You know, you don't have to struggle to pay fare to go vote. You don't have to stand outside the sun or rain for you to vote.
Like you can imagine because I'm assuming you're working, and media does a lot of work.
Yeah.
In fact, I really sympathize with you. The amount of work media does to cover these things. Can you imagine now? You no longer need to go anywhere.
All over the place.
Like you are just here, you are voting and you're talking to your people. You don't need, you can imagine every single thing is catered for. Of course, we are not God. We might not have like 100% of answers, but what we are saying is this. Look at the advantages of what we are putting on the table and what currently is. Where is the advantage? Even you as you yourself, as you are listening, where does the advantage lean?
Sure.
2,000 to 36 shilling. Security of the voter, transparency, voter turnout, right? Comfort within your homes. I mean, if you look at it and compare to paper voting, honestly speaking, what would you be doing rejecting such a program?
Sure.